Hello, everybody. Let's take a few breaths up. I'm so glad you're here. Inhale and exhale. Let me move my free weights a little bit. They're a bit in my way. And inhale up and exhale down and up and down and go up. Now interlace your fingers, reach through your heels, lift up. Inhale, 5, whoops, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now we're going to go up and down with our arms and our heels into calf raises. Start waking up the lower body. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now add a lift of your leg. This is called dégagé, where you lift the leg off the floor. As your leg gets warmer, you can take it higher into a bolt-mon, a big kick. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the other, dégagé, lift your leg or higher, bolt-mon. 2, 3, 4, 5, standing, Pilates leg work. 7, 8, 9. Now the leg's going to cross the midline. You're going to take an inner thigh lift. 1, 2, strong legs. 3, 4, 5, bigger as you get warmed up. 6, 7, 8, 9, other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now out to the side. We're working all the leg muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bigger if you're feeling warmed up. 5, 6. Breathe in and out. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the other side. Open up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now this one's to the rear, so you're going to be slightly pitched forward. 1, 2, 3. Arms up if you can. Good. Breathe in, balancing, in and out. Now the other side for 10. Lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want to address a single calf raise, so you can hold on to something or your foam roller, but you're going to wrap one foot behind the other and go up and down. I'm going to take off my do 10 of those and then switch and do 10. One more set, 10 and 10. We're going to make sure those calves are strong. Those knees are soft when we're doing the single calf raise. And Karen, we're doing 10 and 10 on each foot. So 10 calf raises, single foot, and then 10 on the other 2 times. Nice job. And now I'm going to get rid of my foam roller for just a moment. Now go out a little bit like a second position and just take 10 here and 9. Now, if this is a problem, go back to some calf raises or dégagés that we did earlier. Your knees track with your second toe, but we want some strong thighs. 3, 2, and we're going to find a place that feels like it's a little challenge and take 10 little pulses. 10. Breathe in and out. Looking good. Glutes strong. Inhale. And then exhale, bring it back. Now this time your hands are at your hips. Lift your right leg and try to go towards parallel to the floor. Now you can let go of your hips, your arms are reaching back. Now from this parallel to the floor, drop your leg and lift it 10 times while balancing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now stay up there, 10 little pulses with the leg in the air. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Take the other side. Lift up your leg. Try to balance in about parallel to the floor. Your hands are at your hips at first to keep your hips level. And you can release your hands. Now lower the leg 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now little pulse at the top. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Grab a sip if you need, but we're going to take some leg circles next. Leg circles balancing. Good. Now, left leg is on the ground. Right leg is going to draw circles. Try to keep it off the floor for 10 each way. You can add arms. The other possibility is just to leave your arms like you're hugging a tree. The image is you're at a ballet bar. You're graceful, balanced, coordinated. 9. Now go the other way, backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lower that foot. We're going to go the other way. Up. Oops, keep going. 9, bigger is going to be harder. That's the modification, is to go smaller if you need to. 10, or to touch the floor. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, oops, had to touch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good job. Take an inhale and go up. We're going to go to the floor, down dog. Let your heels be towards the floor. You can walk it out right, left. And you can lift both heels and lower. And we're going to add on an option of articulation from down dog to up dog. If that doesn't serve you, you can do a cat-cow. You're going to lift your heels. You can articulate through your back and go into up dog. Tuck your chin. Press up through all the vertebra. Heels press. Inhale, lift. Open up your heart. Tuck your chin. Lift your heels. Inhale. And exhale. And lift. 2. 1 more. And then hold. Now let your shins down. I'm going to lower my camera just a little bit. You can go to a forearm plank. And if you need to, grab that, girl, buddy. A forearm plank if you need it. Oh, sorry. Take a sip if you need it. And then take a forearm plank when you're ready. Hold 30. We're going to go to a side plank. Lift up. Hold. 20. Beautiful, guys. Everybody looks so solid. Other side, hold 20. Nice job. Go back to your original forearm plank. Now we're going to add on, go to dolphin where you lift your hips and then go into plank. Go to dolphin where you lift your hips and push them back and go into plank. Dolphin, plank, dolphin, plank. Breathing in and out. 4, 3, 2. Now hold the plank. 10. Press the pelvis to the floor. You're on your elbows or forearms. Now you could add on your hands, pushing yourself up. Neck is easy, neck is soft. You do have a little belly lift here. You do have a little tone in your hamstrings and glutes. Your glutes are not contracted so much that you're jamming your SI, meaning don't over death grip your glutes, but they do have some tone. Inhale. Now we're going back to a side plank. Let your fingertips be near your skull, near your ear. Come up to a side plank, and with that elbow, it's like a triangle, you're going to rotate the torso and then open back up. Exhale, rotate. And 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Now let that down. Let's go to the other side. Your forearm is down. You're going to put your hands behind your head. Inhale. Now exhale. Rotate. Exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to the other side. You're doing great. Forearm down. You're going to try, if you would like, a tree pose. And I'm going to take off my sock. If you do not want that, just do a normal plank. The other option is you could put your foot on the floor instead of your thigh or your calf. Otherwise, hold 15. Good. Looks so solid. The big cue is to not let the hip drop. Inhale. Looks terrific. Now lower your hip with control. You never flop. That way the shoulder is safe. We got to keep the form cues safe, the alignment safe as we transition. That's probably the time when people forget about it. Not the exercise, but the transition. Come on up to tree. Now take another inhale. Lower your hip. Now this one is reverse plank. If that just does not serve you, you can take a bound angle or take a hamstring stretch or take a hand stretch. So the most important thing is you're doing something good for yourself for this class. It can look different, but the main thing is you're self-nurturing, you're giving your body, your breathing, and your mind some good attention. If you're in a plank that's reverse, keep pressing up. 5, or reverse table. Good. 4, 3, 2. Now lower your hip, and you're going to take your feet out just a little bit wider. Hold hands with yourself and massage the carpals each direction. We'll say 5 each way, but do more if you need more. Now we're going to take an open arm position. Rotate first and then saw off the toe. Come all the way up. Rotate first, saw off the toe. Pinky, this is called the saw. Pinky finger to pinky toe. Now we're adding on some cues. Pull your toes back if you can. Spread out the toes and pull your toes back. Rotate. Try to keep your hips stable so one foot not just past the other. Now just one more each. Nice. Now your option here is if you want to take a stretch with that leg position, you can. If you want to do some tricep dips with your hands behind you, your feet on the floor, you can. You can also mix it up and maybe do 5 of each or so. But if you're if you're doing triceps, if you're up for it, lift your hips. Now I'm going to be adding on layers, but bend your elbows and then straighten your hips and straighten your arms. Bend your elbows, straighten your arms, lift your hips. Bend your elbows, straighten. Now for a challenge, put your right ankle on your left thigh for 5 of these. And 5 on the other. And you come back down to booty. Now, legs glued, fingers forward, draw your fingers under. Now, shoulders drop, 5. Spread out your toes, pull your fingers under, get that beautiful forearm stretch. Try the other side. Spread out your toes, pull your toes back. Nice. Arms open, go up and over. This is the side flexion. 2, 3. Now notice you can go a little further. 4, as you get warmed up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now hold this one. 10. Oh, beautiful. Go up, over, hold this one. And inhale up. Now we're going to a forearm plank. Oh, grab a sip if you want, and then we're going to a forearm plank. Good job so far, guys. Gotta clear out some of my toys. All right, forearm plank. Possibilities. Toes push forward, toes push back. Toes push forward, toes push back. Back and forth. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold steady. 10. All right, now we're going to go to your side plank. Now lift up. If you would like to add on big circle with that top arm and make it feel so good, 5 each way, feels so good, nothing hurts, and then 5 the other way, but your bottom half of your body is just keeping you stable and you're breathing normally, not holding the breath. Now we're going to do that on the other side. Like it. This is side plank. The add-on possibility is a really large set of 5 circles each way. Keep your bottom hip lifted. Go the other way. And then take it down. Now we're going back. Side plank. Lift up. Now, this is probably going to be your pose. If you want to add on, lift your leg 5 times. Side leg abduction, Betty. 4, like starfish. 3, it's a possibility. 2, you could also just stay put. Now go to the other side. Your forearm is on the floor. Now you could do side plank, or that starfish is a leg lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower your booty. Really good. Glue the legs together. Grab a sip if you need it. So you are rotating. This is called the twist. Rotate. There is a percussive little controlled bounce. It's not chaotic. You're tall. We need rotation in our upper back because it helps prevent that rounding forward that people sometimes get with that intervention. If you can't have flexibility in the upper back, if you don't, when you walk, your body starts compensating by flexing and getting more round. And you're going to hold on to a place. Hold your rotation. 10. Open up your arms. Go the other way. Hands down. and then come back. Now, you're going to bend the knees, put your hands near your thighs or your calves, and lift up. That's your pose. That's a baby Navasana. If you want more, extend your knees and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let the feet down. If you have a foam roller, grab it, put it on the floor in front of you. And the possibilities are you do a roll back partial. You see how I'm in my abs a little, but I'm not going all the way back. Or you go all the way. You lengthen your arms, you lengthen your knees, you crunch. You choose which you need. And 2 and 3. Good. You don't even need a roller. I just added in because it is fun. Now, if you're doing that one, now switch it up. So now you're long. You go down and you bend your knees, and then you come up over long legs. 5, 4. Good, Betty. Inhale. That's it, Jean. 3. You can lengthen your legs. Good. 2. Nice. Now, one more, but then stay down there and take a full body stretch. Arms overhead, legs long. Now, your legs are either long on the floor, your heels on the floor, or you're still on the roller. Let your hands by your hips and lift up your booty. You do have a slight bend in your knee, at least 1 inch, but maybe up to 3, depending on if you have the foam roller or the floor. With the floor, it's harder to lift your booty because you don't have that height, so you may need to bend your knees more. With the foam roller, I just want to make sure your knees aren't bending backwards. But we are working the glutes and the hamstrings. A modification would be do the bridge pose, normal bridge. 4 more. 3, now relax the hands. I found I was just tightening them for no reason. So see if you have tension somewhere you can let go of. Option, stay up. 10, 9, breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower. Try it again. Up. 10, and lower, and try one more time. 10. Nice job, guys. Okay, let's take a happy baby before we add on. Your hands go to your feet go to your hands. Now, your feet are going to go on the roller. Curl up and down. Curl up and down. Curl up and down. Up and down. Exhale. Exhale. Now stay up and do 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now stay up. Point your toes slightly towards the floor and you'll feel more. Inhale. Lower down. Now hug both legs into your belly and then point flex your feet 5 times. Fingertips come behind your head. Lift up your shoulders. Touch your elbows towards your knee and then lengthen your legs. Tap. Now when you lengthen your legs are still glued together. So your elbows touch your knees-ish, and then you stretch out your elbows and your legs, but your legs are staying glued. Double leg stretch with a hand behind your head variation. Belly in. 2 more. 1 more. Recover for a moment. Lift up your right leg and stretch it. Leave your left leg long, about 6 inches above the floor, or whatever that's called, a foam roller. Lift up, I call it a reformer, and then reach the other. Stretch, 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 stretch. Now toes pull back. If that is hard for your neck, you can put your hands behind your head and do the same thing. 10. Now recover with a hand to feet, knees wide, bound angle. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now this is single bridge. The feet are on the foam roller or your floor, and you lift up, take your right leg and point it. Now drop your hips up and down 10 times with only one foot on the floor and one foot in the air. The modification would be a two-footed bridge. Now stay up there, same leg, but just pull that same leg's toes back, 10 more presses. Stretch out your toes. Now stay up there, switch the right leg, it's down, left leg up, point your left toes, now up and down 10, single bridge. Pull your toes back, stretch out those toes, get that foot and shin strong, 10 presses. Lower that little foot, lower your spine, hands to your feet. Take a happy baby or stretch it out like a big V, which is a more intense stretch. 10, 9, 5. Inhale, and then relax. Your legs are going to be in a little table here. Fingertips behind your head, rotation, rotation, rotation. Now, this is yogic bicycle, also called crisscross in Pilates. Rotate, 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 rotate. Pull the toes back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bonus 10 more. 10 or stay put or rest. 8. Full body stretch. Nice job. Full body stretch. Inhale. Now as you exhale, see if you can peel your spine up. Pause. Now your option is a leg, it's called neck pull, and it looks like this. You hinge, and then when you can't do any more, you roll. And then you exhale and you try to come up, peeling, go over your legs. You straighten up, you hinge, you flex. Now tuck, go over, lift up, hinge. Good. I like the way you're changing your arms ahead of you as a way to modify. Go over, hinge. One more. Go over, tall, you hinge. When you can't hinge anymore, you control the roll, full body stretch. Grab a sip if you would like. And we're going to use the foam roller for some swans. If you do not have a foam roller, just do this on the floor. And then don't worry about it. Belly down. My mat keeps shifting, so adjust your mat if you need to. But you're going to do belly down, hands on the roller. Pinky side, really, more of the forearm on the roller. Go up with your inhale and lower. Go up with your inhale and lower. Go up. Neck is soft. Long arms. And up. Ten, holding up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Lower. We're going to do 2 more of those holds, so we're building endurance. Up. 10. And lower. Come up one more time. And now this is optional. If you don't want to do this, do just swan. But when you're ready, come up. Now try to stay up. The option is your hand touches your thigh. Stay up. Your hand touches your thigh. Stay up. Good. Now you notice that's kind of a hard endurance, or it's endurance. If it's too much, you could also just lower your spine between repetitions like this, come up again, this. So you're going to find what works for you in these possibilities of thoracic extension. My main goal is that we have our upper back working. Now hold the normal swan, breathe in, pull your upper back. You're telling your fascia, this is normal. My body is upright. None of us will get the rounded forward. We're working on it. And lower down. Now, child pose of your choice. It could be that your hips are in the air like a puppy dog pose, or if you want to do a child pose, go back. I like to curl the toes under and add my feet stretch. If you want to do that, add the foot stretch. Push on the floor a little bit. Now, if you are adding on the foot stretch, I'm going to add on. If you're adding on the foot stretch, you can come up. My toes are still curled under. This is a more intense, I'm going to turn a little bit, more intense toe stretch. If you want more, put your feet back. If you want more, lift your hips. Now, tuck the chin. There's a tendency to toss the head back, but we don't want to do that. There's this little hyperextension that can happen at C1 occiput, and I want the neck. This isn't really about the neck anyway. It's about the thoracic spine, hips, the feet. The heels will try to wing out, but you're going to keep them vertical. Inhale, and then exhale. The next wonderful exercise is push-ups. If you prefer to take them up on the wall, please do that. I'm also going to encourage that we get a sip. We're moving. We're doing great. I'm so proud of you guys. And you're going to do push-ups. Now, you could also do them on the square, and you could do them in a knee. So find it. Good. I like what I see. Good, Polly. Very good. I like how you're pointing your elbows back. Miss Karen, your back looks terrific. Terrific, Shereen. Good, Jean. Good, Miss Betty. And you're breathing. And you might think between 15 and 20 reps, depending on what you're doing. Good, Shereen. 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to show a couple stretches. So Michelle, you're standing. You might like the finger interlace behind the low back. I'm going to offer that too if you're on your shins and you don't mind it. That's great. Good, Catherine, that'd be good too. Actually, that one, everybody looks good, so I'll just stay here. We're going to do another set. So if you're standing, don't mind getting down yet. Yeah, shake it out, Shereen. Another set. Remember, if you do need to change your modifications, do it. You could also do a plank if you need to get off the wrist, but it is good to have some strength in the wrist in case you were to fall. You don't want them to have totally avoided any pressure, right? Just in case something happens, you do want some strong bones in there that are used to this, that you haven't avoided it totally. But you don't want to hurt yourself along the way. So finding that happy median, your body will tell you. 10. I like it, Catherine. Very good. Now, when you're done, you could do the interlace finger position and lift up. Really, really good. Good, really good, guys. Ah, nice. While we're here, I'm going to give another one. Interlace, or don't interlace, do cow face. If that's not happening, use a band between your hands to catch, or just hold onto your shirt. And then lift your chin to where it's about parallel to the floor. And then, Catherine, barely pull your ribs under a little to lengthen your low back. Yeah. Try the other side. And just sway a little bit, left and right. Get rid of any tension. I'm going to have us grab another sip if you would like it, and then we're going to meet back on the floor for a forearm plank. You're doing great. Cheers to us, forearm plank. I will be offering an option of flamingo. Now, when you're in plank and you pull your right knee under, if there's not quite enough room, you have to lift your hips a little. That's okay. Just do your best. 8. Put that foot back and pull your other knee underneath you, flamingo. Put that foot back, put your right knee towards your left elbow, flamingo. Put that foot back, put your left knee towards your right elbow, flamingo. Put that foot back and hold plank. 10. And then pelvis down, press up, swan. Now lower yourself. We're going to do some breaststroke. I'm going to move my equipment. You need an arm space. You need good arm space. So your arms are circles, are making circles. You're lifting up. So just move all the props out of the way. It's worth it because think about what your scapula are doing. They're gliding up and down the back. We're keeping our shoulders healthy with a lot of these exercises. So right now your arms are making a big circle. You can probably feel your scapula go up and down. You're also going to try to lift your toes, your legs, your knees with your inhale. Your torso comes up. Now we're going to rest our arms underneath our head, cheek or forehead, doesn't matter, whatever is good for you. Lift up one leg high, lower it. Lift up the other leg high and lower it. Now keep going. Your belly does lift a bit from the floor. I like to imagine there's a piece of ice underneath my belly that I have to lift away from. You can do that every time. Right before you lift your thigh, belly lifts. Now think length so you don't feel like your back jams. Length, length. Now lift up both legs and flutter kick them like you're trying to swim laps. Flutter kick. Flutter kick. Adding on, if you would like, hands beside your hip, lift up your torso and flutter kick still. Breathe in. And now exhale. From here, hands beside your body. You can either do a child pose or push all the way up to a down dog. Get ready, your choice. Up, down dog, or child pose. Relax any tension. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're all going to meet in down dog. See if you can lift your right leg up and hold it in line with your body. 5, towards the sky. 4, 3, 2, right foot down. Push strong, hips back, left leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, lower that foot down. Now right leg up, and you want to flip it, you can. Enjoy. 5. Now right foot down, lift up your left leg up, and if you want to flip that knee over, hold. 5. That foot comes down. Now shins come down. Put the feet in front of you. Open up your arms like a T and pull the fingers down. Pull them back like I'm behind you. And I'm just stretching your arms. Yep. Nice. Shake it out. Elbows go behind you. And grab a sip if you need it, but your elbows are going to come behind you. Lengthen your knees and back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to the left and right kind of corner. Can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to take a full body stretch. Inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to take it to our side plank, lift, up, hold. Now go over your ear and back to your hip. Go over your ear and back to your hip. Exhale, exhale, exhale. 6, head is back against an imaginary wall. Now lower and take it to the other side. Up and over. Terrific job. Now, this is called the rack posture. Legs long, go up and back. You're not heavy on your hands at all. You're barely touching the floor. Go up and back. It's more about your upper back lifting you up. So barely touch your hands to the floor. The rack posture is opening up your shoulders and your chest. Nice. Good, Catherine. Keep lifting. If you don't feel it, walk your arms closer together behind you and then maybe even further away from you, but soften the elbows, lift your heart. I like to add a toe spread here. So spread out your toes. Each of your toes should be separate from each other or the best you can. Inhale. And then shake it out. Now, fingers to your big toes. Hold on and lift up. Balance. Stretch out if you can. And together and open. And together and open. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Neck is soft. You could also bend your knees to modify and then hold it up, and that's another one. 10. And then lower. Now, this next one is, everybody's got a floor, for fun. Do the best you can. Let me show you the modification. This is the modification, or you could just take a hip stretch. All right. This is called the crab. You hold on to your, let's see if I can remember it. You go up, you switch, and come up and over. Go back, switch, up and over. Go back, switch, up and over. Up, back, switch. 2 more. Just have fun. Whatever it is, it's good, Polly. Good. And over. All right, that was our creative fun one for the day. We'll be doing boomerang pretty soon. Now on this one, legs long, roll back. Inhale, go up. Exhale back. Stretch over your legs. Roll back. Now, if going down and coming back up is too hard, don't do it. I want to show you, if you would like, you can just look at it. You can do it if you want to, but it's called boomerang. You cross your right foot over your left, you roll back, you go over, you cross your feet, you come up to teaser, you put your arms behind you, and then you lower and you go over. Hands beside you, you go up and over, you cross your feet, you come up to teaser, you bring your arms behind you, you exhale forward. If that is something you do not want anything to do with, go to a stretch or go to just the teaser or go to the roll downs that we were doing. Cross, up to teaser, arms up, exhale forward. One more of whatever you're doing. Cross, up, stretch, over. Nice. Now roll back down, take your feet down, lift up and take bridge with your arms overhead. Hold. Kind of get your heart rate down. 10. Feel the glutes. 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, Now we're going to add on to this bridge. Let your knees touch, but leave your feet in the same place. You can put your hands beside your hips again if you want on the floor though. Now 10 little pulses with this internal rotation. Now let your knees be a little wider than your feet, but don't move your feet. Now 10. Now put your knees over top of the heels and do 10 neutral pulses. Now this next one is what I call a W bridge. You go out with your knees, now lower your hips, lift up the hips. Now bring your knees together, lower your hips, lift your hips, open your knees, lower your hips, lift, knees together, lower, lift, wide knees, lower, lift, knees together, lower, lift, knees wide. So there's no wrong way. You're just going to get your inner hamstrings and your outer hamstrings. So you just want to feel all these different angles and your hamstrings are working. Yep, you all have it. Just basically you're going up and down. Sometimes your knees are together. Sometimes your knees are wide. Feel all the hamstrings getting some attention. Now, when you're ready, you're going to lower and we're going to take the right ankle to left thigh. We're going to reach your hands through the window. If you would like a pillow under your head, to make that easier to reach, this is a good one to do that on. And if you want to add your foot moving into circles or toe spreads, this is a good one to do it because your foot's free. I like to rock. All right, take another inhale. And exhale, take the other one, ankle to thigh. Reach your hands through. Mm-hmm. Now, this is going to be a little twist possibility. The feet are on the floor at first, and then you take your right thigh and cross your leg. Now, you may be able to hook your toes underneath your left calf ankle. If not, don't worry. But you lift your hips, scooch them over, and then take the knees left. Your right arm goes out. So it's an eagle twist with your rotation. Now we're going to take another inhale and do that same stretch on the other side. We're going to take your left thigh over once. Maybe it'll hook under the toes. You can scoot your hips over left. Knees go right as a unit. And then your left arm goes out.
Now take another inhale and on the exhale, come back and then take either your arm underneath your ear and pull your foot under. This is a quad stretch, or you can take your foam roller and lie on your back and pull your foot under. And there you go, Polly, good. Or you can do it on the floor. It's a little bit more intense, but you do what finds your edge of mild discomfort. Good. Let me do this one. Your ribs pull down, your pubic bone pulls up. Add the breath. Your body's already gearing up towards the synergistic restful position where we kind of put everything together, the parasympathetic response of healing and rejuvenation and rebuilding. So breathe in all that wellness, all that rejuvenation, all that repair of the cells that we break down to deliberately be able to rebuild them stronger. Breathe it in. And then we're going to release and take it to the other side, shin under. I had a little foot cramp too, Miss Shireen. I had to get it out. Yep. Rib down, pubic bone up. Breathe in. Now, if you have a Pilates ring or you have a Dynaband or an elastic tubing, you may want to get that and put it around your foot for a hamstring stretch. And pour one leg. The other thing you could do here is put your foam roller underneath your sacrum. You don't have to do this. I just like to do it. It's a neat little psoas release as well as a hamstring stretch. So you can do whichever, yeah, because it's still working either way, even if you don't have the block. But one leg's up. Nice. Karen, this is a good one for you. That helps your low back. So with you, if you have a foam roller, Michelle, that looks good. If there's too much tension in your low back, usually the correction is move the foam roller lower towards your booty. And when I say foam roller, I mean block, pillow, whatever you have. Now this leg you could take across the midline a little bit and get your outer hamstring. You can also take it out to the side. Now we're going to change it up. If you need to make any adjustments, do. And you want to feel like you're not having to brace yourself to prevent yourself from falling off, but your leg goes up. One leg's pouring over. You might find it, you go across and there's a little more outer hamstring. Now, another way to add a great stretch is to just breathe really low in your diaphragm, low in your torso. The exhale is a great way to release tension in the body overall, the nervous system overall as well. So you'll feel other muscles start to release. That leg could go out a bit. Now let that go, and if you have a foam roller, just stay on it, either knees bent or knees long. If you don't, you could put your legs up on the couch or up on the wall, but you're just wanting to assimilate everything that happened, relax the mind, and just be the body for a moment. And you might even disconnect from your body. You're just the breath, you're just your essence. And don't worry about figuring out anything that you have to do today. Just let yourself be in this moment. There's plenty, that'll all be there when you come out. Just give yourself this reprieve, this peaceful place. Now, slowly, when you're ready, start to come up to a seated position that serves you. And we'll take a moment to let the breath be our focus again after we're seated. Now just notice that sense of calm yet energized in the body, in the mind, and the breathing. And we're going to let that be our intention for the day, that we're calm and productive, calm and strong, calm and energized. So it's a neat little mix. It's not a rush, it's not a hurry, just calm and confident. So we're going to keep that as our intention, that you can come back to it anytime you want, just by breathing in and out a few times and recapturing that energy that you're setting today for your success. With so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. So good to see you. Thank you guys. Good job. Good job. Bye guys. Thank you.